Okay, let's try this again. I was talking about autotune. Now, autotune is something that people don't expect to hear autotune, but it's so much around in the music industry so much that people have come to accept it just because they don't hear anything else without autotune. I mean, everybody uses autotune. Everyone's always has a question. Yeah, or is Taylor Swift using autotune? Is Adam Levine using autotune and everything else? Not when they're singing, but on the recording, they are using autotune. All this stuff about autotune is that it not only makes music sound worse, but the thing is that because it's becoming so widespread that we expect to hear certain types of vocal qualities that are created by autotune. Now, before when we were in the age of non-digital age, then people had to sing. If you went into a, have you ever seen "Oh Brother Where Art Thou"? When they're singing into this can, this can microphone. Well, that's not high technology. The thing is that I remember that in certain situations that actors and vocalists had to imitate something that we consider to be the same as autotune, and this is called the robot voice because autotune, because the compression levels used on the upper end is 400 hertz area, causes everyone's voice to sound slightly robotic. Now, I'm gonna sing something here in an effort to replicate that auto-tune sound as though I was singing in the 1940s or 1950s. If a producer or whoever asked me to, yeah, can you sound more like the robot from Lost in Space? Well, I'm gonna do is Over the Rainbow, and I really and truly hate the Israel version. Israel version is for drunk people. If you're a drunkard, if you like to sing after you've had too many beers or too many shots of tequila, then you'll love the Israel version. But the original by Judy Garland is what I'm gonna sing here. And I'm gonna try and make it sound like I'm using auto tune, and then I want you to comment and tell me whether or not it's auto tuned or not. Okay, let's see what we got here. Somewhere over the rainbow, when you're listen why I heard of once in a lullaby. Somewhere over the rainbow, skies are blue, in the dreams that you dare to dream really do come true. Someday you'll wish upon a star and wake up where the clouds are far behind me, where troubles look like lemon drops, and when I'm born, the chimney comes. That's where you'll find me. So over the rainbow, bluebirds fly. flying beyond the rainbow. I can't I? Okay, so that's what autotune sounds like to a person that has hearing. Because you can tell radio, Spotify, everywhere you go, you will hear autotune. And once you hear it, then you cannot not hear it anymore. Every time you hear autotune, someone uses autotune on a recording. I say on a recording because in live music, most cases, live music, they can use autotune. I mean, there have been people who have used autotune in live recordings and stuff like this, and been accused of using autotune. Britney Spears, for example, everyone has been accused of or has actually used autotune in a live performance. Now, what I just did is should be part of your. If you're going to be a vocalist, what I just did should be part of your vocal library. You should be practicing stuff like this because when you go into a studio and someone says, can you go up a touch higher? Can you go a touch lower and stuff like this? Can you carry that across like this, or can you be a little bit more smooth with it like this? If you can't do that, then they will auto tune you or they will equalize you. And the thing is that you want to have your song and your singing be as clean and clear and original as possible without all this digital manipulation. And the one way to avoid digital manipulation by sound engineers is to give the sound engineer what he wants so he doesn't have to manipulate it. And yes, music industry is being ruined by autotune, but I also give another half of this problem to sound engineers because every sound engineer thinks that he can make everybody's voice sound cleaner, better, make this song sound better here. Let me just do this. Let me tweak it here, let me tweak it there, and everything else, without thinking that whatever they do on that mix board, whatever they do on the compression level and digitally, has to be replicated on stage. And then people get to a live concert, and it doesn't sound like it sounds better than it did on the radio. It sounds better than it is on this CD that I have, because on your CD, on the radio, you're listening to auto-tuned music. On Spotify, everything on Spotify is auto-tuned. You can say you be a better question would be ask everyone what on Spotify is not auto-tuned. You can't pick out one or the other, one artist or the other. You just say, hey, who is not using this, and who guarantees it to their audience as an artist that they will never ever allow auto-tune to be part of their musical production. Well, let's end this on a whole 10 minutes. Somewhere over the rainbow pine, there's a land I heard of once in a while. Boy,